What's going on, everybody? Pastor Sam here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on where things stand with the coronavirus. If you haven't heard already, DeWine issued a mandate 2-week shutdown, really. Like a lot of people have pointed out, this shouldn't change a whole lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I realize that businesses are now closing that previously were open, but grocery stores are still open. Emergency services are still open, so please don't panic, don't freak out. In this time though, if you're now facing financial uncertainties or logistical uncertainties, if you need help getting something, please be reaching out to us. We want to hear from you guys. We want to know how we can be there to help you, to help our family right now in this time. If you'll notice behind me is an empty sanctuary. And I intentionally wanted to show you guys these seats, right? Because what's not in them? You. That's the church. I'm in an empty building right now. And yes, I miss being in a full building. I miss being with all of you. But that's because all of you are the church. So the church is not in those seats right now. The church is in our hospital halls. The church is in our dining rooms, still teaching their students remotely. The church is in their living rooms, teaching their own kids, playing with their kids, having family time. The church are behind the wheels on highways, driving trucks back and forth. The church is out serving our community as first responders, as volunteers. That's what the church is. And that's why I'm excited. There's the buzzword for all of you who are waiting for it, right? But the empty seats, that's not the church. You all are. We all are. The church cannot be stopped by this. I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with people over the last couple of days where I'm seeing the same ideas pop up. I'm seeing there's an interest that wasn't there before. I'm seeing people talk about there's a willingness to listen that wasn't there before. I'm seeing people talk about there's an enthusiasm and a passion and an appreciation for fellowship and for depth and for Bible study that maybe was lying dormant. And I think we're seeing that waking up. And that is what has me so fired up, because I believe God is doing incredible things in this time. And I see it happening in all of us. I see it in the ways we're reaching out and what we're expressing that we desire more right now. I just wanted to give a quick update on what that may look like. We're going to be rolling something out and seeing how it goes to kind of provide that additional fellowship and connection that normally people may be looking for on a Sunday morning. So we'll still have our Sunday services. If you tuned in this past week, you may have noticed some buffering issues. That was not just our church. Churches are talking about it nationwide. That's going on. So we're looking at possibly doing our service at a different time instead of 10:30, which kind of falls right in that prime overcrowded area as different internet providers are struggling with all these people streaming video that previously haven't been. So stay tuned for that. We'll give you an update if we switch times, when that would switch to, but we'll still have our Sunday services. Sunday evenings, also be on the lookout. We're going to send out an email just once a week. We're not trying to flood your inbox, but we also don't want to wait 3 or 4 weeks and then send out such a large email. You don't have time to read through it. So Sunday mornings, Sunday afternoons maybe, we'll have our service. Sunday evenings, look for an email from us. On Tuesday, we're going to start having a very brief, something that you can kind of digest maybe with lunch. See what I did there? That was pretty good, right? Digest maybe with lunch or with a mid-morning coffee break. But we're going to have our elders. We're going to have James. We're going to have Esther. We're going to have me. Just start to do a quick devotional thought. Just, hey, this is something I was reading in Scripture that really stood out to me, something I wanted to share with all of you. So that'll be Tuesday. Look for that. And then on Thursday, last week, we did a live Q&A with myself. I was by no means flawless in that, but it was a pretty great opportunity. I loved seeing all the conversations that you guys were having with each other in the chat. I loved the opportunity to answer serious questions, answer some more lighthearted questions. I thought it was a great balance of fellowship. So we'll continue to do a live Q&A on Thursday. That'll probably be me or James almost every week. But just continue to create these opportunities for us to gather in new and different ways to get that connection. And then as always, I'm always going to ask you guys, be reaching out to one another, right? There are people who don't have email, or who don't use email in our church. There are people who aren't on Facebook in our church. So make phone calls. Reach out to your friends. Reach out to the people who sit near you just to connect with one another. But that's kind of where we stand. Again, we are at peace with all of this. I apologize for my finger moving in and out. I'm trying to get different angles, or at least a consistent angle on this. But yeah, we're not freaked out. There's a new development. We'll still be okay. We're going to have Sunday service. We're going to have a Sunday email. We're going to have a Tuesday devotional thought, time of prayer, and we're going to have a Thursday live Q&A so that we can have a little bit more of the things we're craving right now in this time. I love you all. I'm grateful for all of you. As always, if you have questions, if you have comments or concerns, please, please, please communicate. Communication is huge during this time. Reach out to us. We want to hear from you guys. We're praying for all of you. God bless.